here we have our split board. Split boards have a lot of different parts and pieces to them. So they're a little bit more challenging than a snowboard, but today we're going to look at how it all goes together. So first off, split boards are directional. So we have the tail, the tip. We can see that this portion is longer than this portion, so the board's always going that way. Also, we have our letters. Should read going left to right. Currently, it's set up as a Goofy Rider with our greater angle on the front side of the board and our lesser angle on the back side. In this video, we're going to set it up for regular rider going the other way. Cool. We have our puck adjuster. That'll help us with our pucks here in a second. Then we have our Phillips head screwdriver. That's really gonna be good for us. Cool. So we have our bindings, just like normal snowboard bindings. Our zippers there. On the fronts of these, we have this pin attached to the leash, and so we can pop the pin off. Has this little piece here, goes on the side, and then we can pull it out. And once we pull the pin out, we can slide one off, rearward. Now we have binding off. Cool. So now we have our pucks. The pucks are how we orient the binding on the board and choose our angle and stance. So first, use our screwdriver to loosen just a little bit. Just enough so they're wiggly. We want the metal pieces to stay in at this moment. So we can slide. Our foot's going to be turned around, and so our angle's going to be opposite because this side of the board always has to be forward. So we're going to best if they stay in, they don't come out. Cool. So now we're going to use our binding that aligns the pucks so that we're aligned with these straight rails. So we're going to move our pucks. I'm going to be kind of centered on each of these, not all the way forward or all the way back. What kind of right center as best as you can do that. So now we're gonna put this here. That holds them in tight, and now we can maneuver them. Now we're gonna look straight down in here. You can see the line crosses through the circle in the center. So we can see we're lined up there. Then we have our angle adjustment. Since this is the front foot, we're going to have a 15-degree angle. So we're going to look 10, 15, 15. We'll turn until we line up with the center line, our 15-degree and 15-degree. That looks pretty good right there. And we're lined up right in the center. Turn off. And just make sure we're good. Go ahead. We can adjust the stance width If they do have a wider stance, you can just get them to stand feet just about shoulder width apart, and check that way. But we don't have to do that every time. So those are all secure. We can take our puck off. They should be straight, and we're at our 15 degrees. So now we can take our binding. We're gonna have to do it on this way. Our buckles would be on the inside. We want buckles always on the outside. So we're gonna put this binding here. This side. Swap it around. That way bindings.
There we go.
Yeah.
Now we can slide in from the back. All the way on, all the way forward. We'll take that down.
Sorry how much help
Slide right there. Make sure it's locked on there. We're all
Maybe,
set.
I might need a little bit,
Yep.
but all I'm like,
For a rear
I
binding,
just finished.
since we're going this way with the regular stance, we want to be out.
Now I just
So
have
we
to do all
have
the
to
accent.
switch.
Yeah.
And it can be easier if we put this on
Things to
first.
help out.
Yeah.
Since it should
Yeah.
be straight already.
Well, I guess we can put.
And then we can just turn it
Okay.
without having to flip it all around. So we're gonna make a little shake. Keep it kind of centered. Center our hole. And look for our 5 degrees on this one. So we're gonna find,
And then this one's
there's our 5 degrees and our 5 degrees. We can help it along a little bit there. Our 5 and our 5. Those line up. Pull lines up. That's good. Holding that down. Those are nice and tight. Now we can take our off. We can come around from the back. Come up. Slide our binding all the way on. With the pen again. Oops. Ready to rock. Now we have both set up for a regular rider going that way down the ski. Great. So now that we've covered adjusting our pucks, now we can look at our touring mode. So when we tour with the board, we're going to remove both the bindings. Cool. Remove both bindings. Now we have to split skis. So over here we have our toe clip. I'm gonna make sure that's all the way on the side of the board. Not here. Make sure that's good. Cool. We'll deal with those in a second. We have another one here. And that, make sure it's all the way open. Cool. And then we have both of these. We'll just scoot and press and come apart. And then we can turn all of these out. And that way we're not getting caught on anything. Cool. And then, as we can see here, we have a right ski and a left ski. So split boards, we're actually going to swap our skis. So this side is always our front. We're always going this way. So we have to swap, and we have it written on here nicely, so we know. Cool. So now that we're swapped, here's our touring modes. This is going to be our right foot and our left foot. We're going this way. So we always want to keep buckles on the outside. Now we're going to come in just right in here, match up these. We can bring our, jiggle a little bit, get it straight through. Cool, there we go. Lock it like we always do. Awesome, great. Do the same for this one. Yep. Pass it through. Hook it on. Cool. Now we're able to lift our heels while we're turning up the hill. Cool. On a ski like this, as we can see, we have plenty of space right here. If we had these here, they would rub. If we were to swap these, see how those would rub? So we don't want that. So we're gonna have them this way. That way, there's no rub. These touch before we start. So we're good to go. And here, you can see we have two heel risers. So we have two heel risers. Just flick up and stay. These are small. Here's our large. And then to put these back together, pop these out.
Good.
Put that out. Slide it off. Set it aside. Slide it off. Set it aside. We'll have to flip out our to a stop, to a stop, to stop, stop, and we'll go next to each other, and then we can just slide, they lock in nice and well, and we'll have to turn our tip, make sure it clicks, and then make sure it clicks. Great. Now, binding's always on the outside. Slide it back on. Back in. Great. Now we're ready to ride. That's how you do split board, binding adjustment, and put it into tour mode. Thanks for